If you could
that
speak directly to the president and he asked you what to do about Epstein now, what would you tell him?
burn it down. I would
Meaning
say
what?
burn it
Meaning what?
down,
Meaning
meaning
what?
release, transparency,
Okay, so
accountability.
Christian, play this out for me real quick.
Yeah.
There's let's just call it 100 names that are on that list. Dan has given us a preview, between Palm Beach and New York, 50-50. Actually, they all live in New York and then they go to Palm Beach, I think. Is that the play?
Yeah.
So, but they're politicians of both sides. There's some media folks in there and a lot of wealthy businessmen type donors. So when you release that list, when you say burn it, you're burning your friends and I just want to make sure that we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Well, and there's another piece
What
of
are the
that,
levels of association? Is that what
which
you're
is
getting at?
Yeah, I guess what I'm getting at is that, like, in my mind, there is, like, we've all heard enough stories over the years about who was on a plane, who wasn't, who went to the island, who didn't. Let's just, again, I'm picking this out of nowhere. It's 100 people. Maybe it's 5,000. I don't know. But you know that you know all these people. You know 80 of them. You know 70 of them well, or 50 of them well. When you say burn down the house, it's friends, business partners, associates. You're willing to say, hey, for the
Who
good of the country, I got to get them all.
who have never been convicted or tried in a court of law? Dan.
wow. And there's one other piece to this. Donald Trump has been photographed with Jeffrey Epstein. I'm not saying he is involved with young girls, but another part of that, Sean, is you burn everyone else down. No one knows what their relationship was. One of the figures is gone. So if you light that torch and someone loses their wife, their family, their job, a lot of stuff, somebody may say, hey, I did know Epstein. And so did the president of the United States. And Elon Musk has flirted online. Who knows where he got that from? There are a lot of pieces to this.
Look, if you've listened to how Donald Trump has handled himself over the last 10 years, I think he's the least concerned about himself when it comes to this, because there is nothing that sticks to him, right? He has deflected every controversy that has come his way in the last 10 years and beyond, before he got into politics. But I do think, I'm just trying to get to this to Christian, because I want, when we say burn it down, I just want to make sure that we understand what that means, because to Mark's point, you got a lot of people who are probably calling you. Let's just say, again, we're playing this out, role playing it, and saying, hey, I went, maybe I did go to the island, but I got to be honest with you, I had no idea what this was, and now my name's going to come down, and I still am the chairman emeritus of such and such, and I give $5 billion to these hospitals, and oh, by the way, I gave 10 million to the super PAC, and like, this will destroy me and the
and I'm very interested in your library, Mr. President. I wanted to have the state of the art Hall of Presidents.
Well, I wasn't going to go there, but so Christian, what I'm saying is that I just want to make sure that, like, when you say that we all understand what that means, which is your view is, well, I don't want to put words in your mouth. What is, knowing that context, is that what you mean by burn it all down?
The short answer would be yes.
Yeah.
And the reason being is I think he's already a transformational leader and will go down as that in our history for lots of different reasons. I think as a 3-time Trump voter, many of them good. And I think that would just cement his legacy in a way that would outlast generations. This would be something that would be looked back at 5 decades from now, like, wow, there was a time that somebody stood up for young people when it was extremely inconvenient, when it brought hell and fire on him. I would give him all the credit in the world, and it would be hard to mess up his presidency. But sorry, last thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, Pete, do you want to talk about this topic or something else?
Ukraine.
All right. Unfortunately, we don't have time. I'd love for you to come back, but we're hitting the end of the time. I apologize. Thank you. Christian, if you want to make one more point quickly, please do.
Yeah. Last point. There's tons of documentation of who is who, and I prefer a high level of scrutiny. Let's say there's recordings. There's definitely recordings of this stuff, and somebody that got a lunch with Jeffrey Epstein in New York is different than somebody who is recorded raping children. I think there can be a delineation of who is who.
Yeah.
with that.
All right,
Mark,
Christian,
can
thank
I-
you. Go ahead, Sean.
just-
Yeah, go ahead.
I want this. We posted this on Instagram the other day, just so everyone, and I'll play this just so everyone can hear this because this goes to Christian's point.
Remember, I was accused falsely on the Epstein, and ultimately I was completely cleared. The woman admitted that she may have mistook me for somebody else and withdrew all of her lawsuits. And so from day one, from the day I was accused, I said I want every document out because I knew every document would prove I was innocent. So let me tell you, I know for a fact documents are being suppressed, and they're being suppressed to protect individuals. I know the names of the individuals. I know why they're being suppressed. I know who's suppressing them, but I'm bound.
Was that Alan
Alan,
Dershowitz?
Alan. Ook.
So that's Alan Dershowitz on my show saying he's seen the list, he knows who's on it, but he is bound by lawyer. I was going to say doctor patient. So this is, you know, and I, if you want to see the whole clip, but like I'm telling you, like this is again where there's enough that's been said in the past that's going to create the problem in the future.